Hey guys, Caleb Kid Coy here, your alchemized slayer of mediocrity, heroic family legacy builder, and host of Living Like a Bank podcast. And I'm here with the lovely Rachel. Rachel is our current local Rotary Club president, and just a couple more months, right, Rachel? I'm kind of sad. I might shed a little tear here, and I'm not being sarcastic. I say that with all sincerity, but I've gotten to know Rachel over recent months, and just love her heart.
Thank you.
And her personality. And we're here, actually, we just finished up a project at the local Boys and Girls Club. And so I love, I'm a Rotary newbie as of last year, and I love the impact that Rotary's having, you know, internationally, locally, and just the education we get on how many organizations are really doing great things in our community.
No question.
I love it. We've been working together on a number of different projects. We had a friend of mine, recent speaker Rotary, I want to say 2 months ago maybe.
6 weeks.
Huge human trafficking organization, and shared with our community. And next week, something very near and dear to both of our hearts, near to my heart from a distance, I want to say. Rachel's been directly impacted by this, but the fentanyl crisis in our nation it's an epidemic of massive proportions. It is the #1 killer of Americans age 18 to 45. And Rachel lost a family member.
I did.
To fentanyl.
And the thing that I think most people don't realize about fentanyl is that it is so inexpensive and so readily accessible, and not just its own pill. It's in everything. It's in marijuana. It's in bottles that you would think might be aspirin. It's everywhere. And there have even been cases where people have literally touched the drug, not ingested it, not shot it up, not anything other than touched it, and died. It's a horrible, horrible drug, and it's impacting every community across the nation and worldwide. The conversation has to keep going so that an impact can happen and people can stop dying. Absolutely.
And a minuscule amount, lethal. And as parents, oh my gosh, it's just a whole different dynamic of protection, because, you know, when I was experimenting as a teenager, you know, anything could have been laced, and at times it was, and now that could be your last moment. So next week, we are bringing in a speaker who's a friend of mine, April. And April and another bereaved mom founded an organization called Lost Voices of Fentanyl. And when I joined their Facebook community, we're about 6,000 members. We've grown to over 26,000 bereaved family members. So we want to invite you to come and learn about this, because the education, as you said, Rachel, the awareness is priority #1. So next Wednesday, May 10th?
May 10th.
8 a.m. Eastern time. I'm going to put, if you don't see a link directly in this post or in the comments, please DM me and I'll get you a link. But we'd love to have you join us. April's going to present to us, and we're going to learn about this crisis and what we can do, #1, just to be aware and get informed, but what we can do moving forward, because lawmakers have to do something about this, Rachel. And just real quickly, without going into much detail, what were some of the primary things that impacted you the most when you lost your loved one to fentanyl, that just kind of, maybe the epiphany you had, or how it made you feel?
Well, I think that this is something that is not only indicative of the fentanyl crisis. I think it's indicative of when loved ones die from drug use across the board. First of all, the stigma that goes with it is terribly, terribly unfortunate. These are not bad people.
Right.
These are good people who are smart, who have good jobs, who make an impact in their community, and who are loved by countless individuals. And that unnecessary, wasteful loss will never, ever leave you. And of course, you wonder forever, could I have helped? What could I have done? Could I have been there? It's not about me. It's not even about my brother. It's about how this didn't have to happen.
Yeah. Thank you, Rachel.
And it's horrible, and that's maybe the biggest and most important thing to realize, is that every single one of us, I don't care who you are, if you did not have a direct connection to someone who has been lost to this particular drug, you know someone who has a direct connection. They might just not talk about it because of that stigma.
That's right.
So love everybody. Doesn't matter who they are. Everybody has a heart. Everybody has a soul. Everybody needs help sometimes, and we have to be patient with them and understand them and support them, and hopefully they get the help they need before they take their last breath.
Thank you, Rachel. Guys, please join us next week, 10 a.m. Eastern time.
No,
I'm sorry.
May 10th.
May 10th.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Eastern time.
This is a free presentation.
Free, absolutely free. We're gonna drop that link in the comments. Join us. Share this video. If there's somebody that you know, family member, friend who's been impacted, share this video with them, and then join us on Zoom next week. We'll
Thanks,
see you
Caleb.
guys there.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.